Hello, I'm Luke Darling, and this is how I made my most recent single, Fever.
You think that you even stand a chance? It's not a question of romance.
This is the first single off of my upcoming project, Take It Back. The whole project is inspired by late 70s, early 80s disco and dance music. And for this song in particular, I really wanted to bring back a lot of those elements and sounds and techniques that they used back then and mask them in this nice modern dance package. So let's dive into it. I started off with drums and bass. This is by far the most important thing for a dance record. If these aren't grooving, if these aren't making you move, then I'm doing something wrong. Drum sound, it's a combination of a drum machine, mostly sounds coming from a Linn drum, which is a drum machine from the 80s, layered underneath of like a live drum loop. And then for the bass, it's a live bass track. I came up with like 5, maybe 10 different bass parts for this, but I really wanted to make sure it was the right one. And if I add in the guitars and some of the keyboards, the whole point of these higher elements is to give texture and feeling to the song without getting in the way of the rhythm track. We got the little chimes, little sparkles over top that gives it a real nostalgic feeling. I wanted to make a disco track for this. It's a song about dancing. So I was like, all right, how do I evoke that era and bring out that feeling? The first thing that came to mind was string line. This is something most notably used in I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor. I just wanted to put an element like that into one of my songs. So I did it, and then to modern it up, I layered modern sounds, synths, underneath. It hit the feeling, and I knew I had something. I was really excited. So let me show you that. Then adding the piano. Shout out to my mix engineer, Jeff Gunnell. He did a fantastic job. Lastly was the vocals. It's a pretty straightforward vocal track. My goal with these vocals were to just have them almost be rhythmic, like a Chic song. You may notice the track starts with and ends with sort of, I like to call it a telephone vocal. It's just a harsh EQ. This is something that Lady Gaga likes to do. You bring the chorus back at the end of the song, but in a different texture. In this specific case, would be in this telephone vocal. So I'll play that part of the song for you.
This feeling is a fever, you've got no defense.